Is the Abyss sibling actually the Loom of Fate? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Genshin Lore with itsamabee. We've been doing Genshin Lore since the Archon War. Of course, quest spoilers ahead for 4.7. The Abyss sibling has the completed Loom of Fate. In case you missed it, Karibé tricked Dainsleif into bringing the eye to the Abyss sibling where they took it, and Dainsleif is not as cool as we thought because he wasn't able to stop them and wavered in his fight. Him and Lumine are not denying the 13 times divorced allegations, I swear to God. And Karibé tells us the Loom of Fate can actually add new ley lines, but it can't connect to old ones. And why do we care? Why do you want that, Lumine? But the whole story of Genshin has kind of been about trying to alter those ley lines. Celestia needed a physical object to do it, the Celestial Nail, when they destroyed Sarumi Island, Sal Vendigar, Dragon Spine. They distorted the ley lines, and the nail actually destroys all the ley lines in Dragon Spine. That's why the treasure compass doesn't work there and why it's so barren. And so what this tells us is Celestia cannot reweave fate. Celestia needs a tool to kind of interfere with the ley lines themselves. So the loom, pretty big deal. But what are the ley lines? The loading screen gives us the best description we have. It says that a mysterious network that links the whole world together, which within flows the elements. The ley lines remember all things that happen in this world from the surface down to the deepest depths. And I'm scratching my head because if the elements run through the ley lines, maybe that's why the Zritza wants the Gnosis or the elemental authorities in an attempt to influence the ley lines and the memories or things running through them. But why? Memories of the world, what does that have to do with anything? But it has to do with something because Celestia destroyed the ley lines on Dragonspine knowing they could never be fixed, even with the Loom of Fate. So whatever Celestia is protecting is worth destroying parts of the world permanently. And another connection to the ley line are the Irminsul trees. We see them in domains, but Albedo tells us that they are small, the petrified trees, and that real trees that connect to Irminsul are 2 miles tall. And you know who had a tree? Karibé had a tree, and it was a tall motherfucker. So that tree was probably connected to Irminsul, and that's probably how his mini Loom of Fate worked, and how Karibé was actually able to alter the memories. And Layla, my girl, I love her, tells us that the stars are the fates of all living beings, and the ley lines on the earth reflect the pattern of the fates in the stars. So Loom of Fate can maybe actually add fate, even though it can't change them, because we can't mess with the current ley lines. And this is a constant thing. Karibé, Rukkhadevata, and Nicole have all talked about reweaving fate. And that's the whole point of the Dane trailer that he tells us we'll be able to do at the end of this quest, reweave fate. And so I think that's what everyone's after, reweaving fate. And the Zritza, the Hexenzirkel, they're all trying, but they can't. Abyss sibling can't, but maybe a Descender can.